Hi guys, this is Vinash Sharma, and in this session we will talk about the SQL Profiler. What is the SQL Profiler? SQL Profiler is a dashboard tool where you can trace the activity of your SQL instance. Activity means like all the activity, say insert, delete, like executing the procedures, whatever like you do on the database, then you can observe or you can check on your SQL Profiler. What is the purpose of that one? The purpose is, suppose you have some problem, say some procedure or some query is taking too long, then you can check in the SQL Profiler and you can find out the reason. So basically the SQL Profiler has the two jobs. It can monitor all the activities of your SQL instance. Secondly, it can rerun or replay all the logged operation. When to use a SQL Profiler? It is advisable not to use the SQL Profiler always because it takes too much memory. But there are some reason when you can use a SQL Profiler. Suppose you want to trace or you want to check, you want to observe some particular activity on your SQL Server instance. In that case, you can use the SQL Profiler. Or just you want to check the overall performance of your SQL Server instance, then you can use the SQL Profiler. Suppose you have some problem in your database. You have some log or deadlock. In that case, you can check the SQL Profiler to find out the problem. If some query is taking too much time, means the performance of the query is very low. In that case, you can also check the SQL Profiler and find the reason. Also, you want to check the reports of the login and logout. Suppose like the user who logged in and who logged and what kind of resources he accessed. So in that case also the SQL Profiler is also very helpful tool. While using the SQL Profiler, there are some points you must remember. The first one is capture only the required event. It means you must capture only the relevant events which are important for you. So it will minimize the burden on your server and the profiler. Second one, use filters. When you use the filters, so it will limit the data. So it will display only the data which is useful for you. Next one, run SQL Profiler on remote system because SQL Profile takes a lot of memory. So that's why it is advisable to run the SQL Profiler on the remote server. The next one, save trace event to a rollover file. So it is advisable, save your list of events in a file or a SQL table. So saving the list of the events in the file is faster than the table. So you should use the file. The next one is the create template. SQL Profile provides list of templates, predefined templates, but it is advisable to create your own templates. How to use the SQL Profiler? I'm using the SQL Server Management Studio. So in menu we have tools. In this tools we have SQL Server Profiler, connectivity window, provide the credential. Another dialog box. Here we have to provide the basic information. First of all, name of the trace. So it could be anything because it's a user defined. In my case, my trace 2. Trace provider name and trace provider type. These are decided by the system. The next is the use the templates. Here we have the list of the predefined templates. By default, it's a standard selected. So what are the difference between these templates? We will discuss it very soon. The next option is the save to file. Save to files, once you select, then you have to define the path or you have to select the physical path where to save the file. And the name of the file is the mytrace2trc. Then say save. Then we have the enable the file rollover. The maximum size is the 5 MB. So you can change the size. So once the size of the file exceeds 5 MB, then it will create the another file and start writing the information in that another file. Then save to template, save to table. If you select this one, again connect the database here. Select the database name, say my database, and schema, then table name, my trace 2, and OK. Also, you can set the maximum rows to be written here. So next option is the enable trace stop time. So you can decide here at what time you want to SQL profile to stop. Here you can mention the time in minutes. Okay. If I click here, say run, and the by default the template is the standard. So say run. So we have some default information, and now we go to the database and fire some query. Select database, then select star from MP. Execute this query. Now I check the SQL profiler. So we have the details of the activity. This is the select star from MP. This query I executed, and rest of the information we will discuss: the application name, username, login name, CPU, reads, writes, duration. So these are the columns, and these are the event classes. I'll check the files that was in the documents, and it is the my trace 2. So this file is in binary format, and if you try to open this file, so again it will load the SQL profiler and will display all the saved information. Now we check the table in the database, my database, then refresh, and we have a table that is the my trace 2. Then display the information, and we have the information in this table. Now we talk about the templates. So when we start tracing, so we need to select the template, and now we have the list of the templates in user templates. So by default that is the standard. What do you mean by the templates? Template basically it's a group. It's a group of predefined event classes and the columns. Suppose I select this standard and check the which event and columns. Now security audit, sessions, stored procedure, T-SQL. These are the event classes included in these templates, and these are the columns. Text data, application name, username, login name, CPU reads. These are the columns. So this is the template. Suppose you want some information which are related to these classes and these columns, then you can choose this template. And now if I change the template, say T-SQL, then in this T-SQL we have only 4 columns, and the classes are the security audit, sessions, store project, T-SQL. So according to your requirement, you can choose your template. So according to the format of the templates, your tracing will display the information. After selecting the template, these templates can be modified later on. We have two options: show all event and show all columns. So if I check this checkbox, then it will show all the event classes available. So if you want to add more classes in this template, then you can add it from here. Say broker, and then broker, this is it. And then check this boxes like this one. Second option is the show all columns. Right now we can see only 4 columns. If I click this show all columns, then there are more than 80 columns. So now you can choose the columns according to your requirement. Now, how to create the new template? How to create my own template? For that purpose, say file, template, new template, and here new template name. Then say my template, and base new template or existing one. You can choose the blank, otherwise you can check here, then you can select the existing one. Say T-SQL. So it will clone this T-SQL template. Say save. Now that's done. Start tracing, new trace, and now here that is the my templates. If I select this one and check the, so because this is the clone from the tuning. So this way you can create your own custom template. As we discussed the templates, so template basically is the collection of the predefined event classes and the columns. So question is, what is the event? So event is an activity which occurs on your database in forms of, so let's say, execution of the query, insert, update, whatever it is. And there are more than 150 event classes, but we can check some of them. The first one is the RPC completed. RPC means remote procedure call. It indicates that a remote procedure call has been completed. Next class is the batch completed. If you execute or fire the multiple SQL statement as a batch, then it will indicate whenever all the statements are executed, then this class will indicate. Deadlock graph. If there is a deadlock on your database, so this event class can display the information about the deadlock. Audit login. It can provide the information about the successful login. Who logged in? At what time he logged in? From the new connection or from the connection pool. Now we talk about the data columns. What are the data columns? Basically, data column is like provide the information in pieces from your event classes. So there are more than 80 data columns, but we can check some of them. So first of all is the text data. This is a column, and this provides the text of batch statement. It means if you fire a SQL statement, then it can display that whole statement, this column. Then next is the login name of the user who that executed the statement. Then the CPU. When you fire a query, then the usage of the CPU. Then reads. Read means the number of pages read by the query or statement. Writes. Number of pages read caused by the statement. Duration means time taken by the query to execute, and it is in the millisecond. SPID, ID of the session, unique ID. Then the start time and end time and database name. So database name provide the information about the database is being used. Then DB ID, database identifier, unique ID again. Host name, the name of the computer, and the server name, and the name of the SQL instance being traced. So these are some columns you can use for tracing the information. Now we do some example. So we have a trace and the template is the tuning. So suppose if, and I have two database, that is the test database and other one is the my database. So on both database I have a query. First of all, on my database execute, then second database execute. So I fired the query on two database. Now I check the profiler, so I can see the list of the database. Use my database and the use test database. Even you can see the column database name, my database test database. Now my problem is I want to test the activity only for the one database, that is the my database. So this time I want to be specific. So how to do that? I can apply a filter. So close this one. Now new trace and this one tuning. Then here we have a filter, column filter. Column is the database. If I click this one, column filter, so we have a dialog box with the list of the columns. Select the database name, and in database we have the two operator, like and not like. Click like and then type the database here, my database. So this is the filter now, where database is equal to my database. Okay, then run. So again I go to then test database. I execute this one and my database. I execute this one. Now check the profile. So I have the tracing only for the my database. You can see no tracing for the test database because of this filter I applied. So this way you can apply the filter. Now we check the another example. New trace tuning. So this time I have to trace only those entry or those SQL statement or which are doing some activity on the employee table. It means I need a filter. So here column filters. So we have a column text data, duration, SPID. Now column filters and go to the text data. On text data, again I have two operator, like, not like. On like, here employee table. This is the same statement as you write in case of the like operator in the SQL statement. So in the text data, I have a filter now. So it will trace only those data which have the employee table or employee word. Okay, run. Say my database. So my database is not important now because we do not have the filter on the database. So we are just tracing this employee word in the SQL statement. So execute. Now check the filter. So we have tracing for the select star from employee table. Okay. Departments from another table. Okay. So execute again. Now again check. So we have the statement for the employee table but not for the departments because of this filter. So this is how you can apply the filter on the text data column. Now we do one more example for the duration column. Suppose I have a database, my database, and I have three query. Employee table, department, EMP2. If I execute this one, so this query EMP2 is taking too long. Okay, I check the profiler. So in the profiler, we have the select from employee, select from department, and EMP2. It's taking 5896 this time. So now I have to trace only those queries who is taking the more than 2000 milliseconds. So how to apply the filter? First of all, stop the tracing. Then click right and properties. Then event selection. Say duration. In duration greater than say 2000. Okay. Then run. Now execute again. You can see now. So we have only that query who's taking more than 2000 because of the filter. So this is how you can apply the another filter for the duration. So guys, this was all about the SQL profiler. Thanks for watching the video.